This is ContinueCast.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the ContinueCast. My name's Paul.
I'm Nick.
I'm Josh.
And we have a very special guest with us today.
It's Cousin Luke.
Cousin Luke is back.
Cousin Larry.
I'm glad that Larry's not here. Or
No,
was it
Larry.
Gary? Or was
Larry
Larry?
is
Larry.
Fucking
back.
Larry.
Back east. He's the
Back east. Can you go further? Much further
That's a
east?
movie.
Oh, he's from Jersey.
Way down
you
east.
can go further east to China.
That's
and
true.
Japan.
That's very
That's
true.
the far east.
Yo, but if you keep going east past that, California.
Whoa.
Then you went west, bro.
Dude, a sphere is all east.
The old east
All
coast,
east.
because we're the east coast.
Oh,
But it's
east
also
every
all
day.
west.
And all north and all
Did you
south.
call us the East Coast?
Yep, the east coast.
That's
We have a lot of wheat. That
disgusting.
makes sense.
Yeah.
We've got a
also
lot of yeast
stank-
infections.
We also have the Jersey Shore, but not anymore.
Oh, fuck.
That's something I would have said.
Oh my God. Cousin Josh is here.
You stole Cousin Josh's line, man.
Oh,
So, ContinueCast is the twice monthly podcast where we play a retro game and say if we're going to continue or game over. The first episode is our initial impressions. The second episode is our final verdict. This month we are playing Beyond Oasis for the Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
I was hoping that someone would be like, "Oh yeah!"
I was gonna say. I was gonna
It's almost a
say.
soundboard.
I know we need Nick
Yeah.
Murphy's soundboard.
Oh yeah.
Everyone hates this podcast right now.
Dude, what if the podcast is just sound effects?
Yeah. Let's just get the Casio out.
Oh my
So
God.
we're gonna be playing that this month. Last month we did Super Metroid, and that went pretty well. We never talk about what we did last month. I don't know why I'm doing
why
that
are you
now.
going to that? You're
But-
getting our podcast confused with,
I am getting it
with
confused.
the past cast.
Pastcast.
There goes
Dude,
the evergreenness
Pastcast.
of this podcast, because you mentioned what we did on the last one.
Also, where's the gameplay
I ruined it.
footage?
I ruined it.
How about that General Petraeus, am I right?
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Now we're not
timely.
evergreen. Now we're not evergreen.
Yes. Now.
So we're gonna be playing. We're gonna be playing Beyond Oasis. So let's dive into the vital statistics of this game.
Wait,
What?
we got
Talk
our
about our
sponsors.
We gotta talk about our
Sponsor.
sponsors. Sponsor of the week.
You know who the sponsor is.
Yeah, it never changes.
Monster.
That's
What's
a
their slogan?
smooth-
I don't know what their slogan is.
It's Whisper Mon. It's all lowercase monster.
It's a new flavor. It's called...
Wait, what is that?
It's not a new flavor. I just made that up.
I was like, oh, new
No, this
flavor
is a
monster.
Monster Rehab, Refresh, Rehydrate,
Rehab.
Replenish.
Oh, replenish today.
Nice.
Yeah, all right, let's
Oh,
replenish.
do you change it every time? I never noticed that.
I thought that was actually their slogan.
I thought it was too.
Well,
Good
it's
job.
partially their slogan, but
No,
he
this,
flips it
their,
around.
their slogan is Refresh, Rehydrate, Revive, Electrolytes.
Okay.
Electrolytes.
That rhymes. That's alliterative.
Electrical lights.
You guys, they were doing
Electric
really
Avenue.
good. Did they realize that they were doing fucking awesome until
Until
they
the
got
last
to
one.
electrolyte?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were just like, I can't think of another R word. Ugh. Electrolytes.
And
whatever.
I know I
RNA.
called this out to the few people in the comments, but I want to continue congratulating people and thanking them for purchasing our sponsor,
Yeah, boy.
because we see zero of those residuals.
Dude.
Sure, man. We got that money.
We're
No,
getting
but
there.
I'm glad to see that our outreach has brainwashed enough people to join the Monster Revolution.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, a lot of the people that do it never tried Monster before. Like,
Yeah.
they never even thought about trying Monster, and then they're like,
Yeah.
That's weird.
you guys are cool. I'll do what you do.
I know, and I'm
Smoke
kinda like
cigarettes.
that stereotype. You know, I stay up late, I play video games, I drink Monster.
Oh,
shit. Yeah.
Man, you're
And a
original.
beard,
but,
dude.
and I have a beard and glasses,
Oh,
and
dude,
I wear a
that's true.
hoodie and pants.
Yeah, but you like
pants that
you
fit.
pay bills
And pants
and
that
taxes
fit.
and rent.
You're not wearing a hoodie today. You're wearing a pantsuit today.
No, that's
They
Paul.
I am kind of wearing a pantsuit.
Yeah, you kind of are. You look good.
I'm kind of wearing like what could be like maybe like an old man like sweater, but
Yeah.
it's got little military lapels.
So
on
it looks
Yeah,
cool.
So it looks cool.
Yeah, but also you're drinking wine on a Thursday.
That's all right. I'm all right with
while
that.
while we're recording a podcast.
I'm happy with where my life is.
Bitchin' bitch.
If I didn't have to drive home, I'd be like, shit, dude. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have some
fuck
wine.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
No, next time I'll bring some beers.
Yeah, bring some
All right.
beers, bring
Yeah.
some wines,
Bring some Lagunitas.
Gonna get
I
out
think
of control.
this is gonna start becoming a drunk cast.
Yeah,
I
it's gonna
think.
be a drunk
Yeah.
cast real
No, we'll
quick.
do one.
We'll do one drunk cast.
One drunk
We'll
cast.
see how it
Alright.
goes, and then we'll go from
Yeah.
there. How about that?
Yeah.
I promise to America that even if these 3 people don't show up, I will do a drunk cast. But only for American audiences.
The Luke Brown Tuesday cast.
So
You
let's
know what? You know what's never beyond Oasis? Monster Energy.
Yeah, and that was a nice segue into
Segue.
vital stats. So this game was released in 1995. This game was.
Wait, the heartbeat comes
This
after.
is never gonna happen. Well, no, the heartbeat comes after the heart rate monitor because it's letting you know
Yeah, but
there's a
he
heartbeat. here.
flatlined. He flatlined.
Oh, he
we
did? That was a
resuscitated.
flat
That
line?
was, yeah, Josh did
Oh,
a
I thought he was
flatline.
calling for the nurse.
No, we resuscitated. We resuscitated into this.
It looks like there. Somebody fucking starts dying at the flatlining. At what is nobody gonna come and get that nurse? Am I gonna have to do
This
that?
hospital sucks.
It's his dad.
Oh, Jesus, Dad, you want me?
Dad
to get the
wants
nurse
to
now?
get the nurse. Nobody's listening to him. What kind of service do they have going on here?
He needs pudding or something. I don't know.
Let's do vital stats.
All right, here we go.
Because these vital stats are alive, unlike Luke's dad right now. I hope
shit.
your dad's alive, right?
I have no idea.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I didn't know that about you.
Welcome to Real Cast.
Welcome to Awkward Cast.
Beyond Oasis was released in 1995.
A year after the.
A year after the year
The
of our
year.
everything.
Yeah.
So it started decaying.
It's a year of decay, yeah.
Radioactive.
Year of initial decay.
Radioactive video game decay.
Yid. Year of initial decay.
Yep.
Or Yoid. Year of initial decay.
Yep.
But the music was composed in 1994, so... Did you notice that on the title screen?
Oh, yeah, I saw
On
it.
the title
yeah,
screen, it
yeah.
said Game
Yeah.
1995, Music 1994, which was strange.
That's kind of interesting.
Why would you make the music for a game a year before
They
it comes out?
reverse engineered this game
and-
from probably another
It's a
game.
concept. It's a concept
Yeah.
Yeah,
game.
somebody heard
It's
the
a
songs and
concept
was like,
album.
we need to make a game for this right now.
If you put on the Who's Tommy, it matches up with the
It
game.
matches up perfectly.
The other guy was like, no. Just wait a year.
Well, I
Then
heard
we'll do it.
originally that they wanted to get the Who to do the score, but then at the last minute they bailed on them, so the Who just made Tommy,
Right.
but they sunk it up to this the whole time.
Yeah. That's fact.
That's a definite fact.
That's facts.
This game was made by Ancient Software. It was developed by Ancient Software, released by Sega. So it's a Sega title, and I think you can tell a lot of that, especially when I read the names of these games off that Ancient developed. Sonic 1.
Cool.
Never heard of
Streets
it.
Rage 2.
Still, what is that?
ActRaiser 2.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Shenmue.
Okay.
Shenmue. And Legend of Oasis, the sequel to Beyond of Oasis.
It's got a sequel?
It's got a sequel, yeah.
That's cool for what?
I think it's for Genesis as well.
Oh, no, I just, because you said Shenmue, and, I didn't
Yeah.
know if it was like a Dreamcast, down the line.
Oh, no. I don't think that was in chronological order
Oh, okay.
at all. No.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I actually have no idea when Legend of
It
Oasis
says
came
here,
out.
Legend of Oasis, Sega Saturn.
Oh, it's a Saturn game.
That's what
Oh,
this thing says
shit,
on
man.
the internet.
Shit. Maybe, okay, so I was wrong. So notable individuals on the development team. I put the director's name down, Kataru Uchimura.
Yeah.
Yo,
He's-
when we gonna get some American
I
games
know,
up in
right?
here, man? Damn.
Yo, you guys want to play Gears next episode?
Yeah,
Here's what?
dude. We should play, what's his first game? Jackrabbit?
Yeah.
Jackrabbit?
Jackrabbit?
Jab.
Yeah, we should
Jib
play
jab.
his...
Jib jab the game.
Jib jab the game. But anyways, the director of this game was only credited for this game, so apparently he made this game and then was fired and
Jazz
probably
Jackrabbit.
assassinated. Jazz Jackrabbit, that's it.
Jazz Transformer.
So this is his like Citizen Kane is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. Except he directed
not
a whole
accurate
shit
at
ton
all.
of
This
movies.
is like his
Who directed
Raiders
no.
of the Lost Ark.
Who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird?
Who wrote it?
Yeah.
Maya Angelou.
Oh
Maya
man,
Angelou.
who did write that?
But that chick only wrote one book.
No, she also wrote The Outsiders.
No, she didn't, did she?
No.
Oh, with Tom Cruise? I love
Yes.
that movie.
Yo, love that movie.
Yes.
Harper Lee.
Harper Lee.
Harper
She only wrote that
Lee,
one book.
yeah, yeah.
No, that's a publisher.
That is one
It
booster,
is.
isn't it? And then the music, listen to this, was by Yuzo Koshiro, composer of.
Yuzo Koshiro.
It was Koshiro.
Yuzo Koshiro.
He's a composer of Streets of Rage, ActRaiser, Revenge of Shinobi. He's very prog rock oriented, apparently, according to his
sweet.
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Dude, How much did the sound? Oh, we'll get into the sound list, but just saying this right now, this team that made Streets of Rage game, and the music was by the Streets of Rage composer. I got mad Streets of Rage vibes off of this game, and as soon as I knew I was gonna see that when I got to the Wikipedia, but like I always play the first time before I even look anything up about the game. I try to play like a whole bunch before it, so I don't know anything, and I knew the whole time I was like Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
Did you pick up that vibe? Did anyone else pick that up?
No, I didn't really play Streets of Rage.
Not at all?
I never played Streets of Rage as a child, even though I had a Genesis.
What? That was like the best game on Genesis.
Yeah,
No, dude, I agree. It was the
Wow.
best going over your friend's house to play.
I see.
Game.
So you guys would.
And we weren't friends yet.
That's
No,
true. Yeah.
we were not
You
friends
dick.
yet.
Wow. Jesus.
You're cooler than me.
I was.
Shut up, Paul.
I was.
I was
With your
Sega
dead
channel.
dad.
Fucking Sega Channel.
I had the Sega channel.
The only reason you have Sega Channel because your dad died.
Your mom gave it to you so you'd forget him.
Is it working? You sad yet?
Your mom
I love
gave
you,
you
Sega
things.
Channel dad.
Your mom. Yeah, I love you, Sega Channel dad. Mommy, where'd Daddy go? He's in your Sega right now. Play him.
Oh my god, your dad was Poltergeist?
Max Headroom.
Polly Paul.
Time to beat for this game? 6 hours.
Yeah, it's fast.
Can we
as
do
shit.
it?
I can see that.
I thought I was halfway done last night, then I stopped. So
It's
apparently there's more to
pretty
it.
short.
Yeah.
I think I'm about halfway done already.
Yeah.
And I only played it once or twice. I played it. I had
Yeah.
2 settings that I played it during. So let's go into the rundown of this game. Let's start with story.
All right.
Okay, let's talk about the story. You got an amulet you find in a cave one day because you're also an archaeologist.
Yeah.
And then you
So
find
you're also Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Wait,
on
what's
water.
your guy's name? Oh, yeah, that's right. I wrote it down.
Ali or something.
Prince Ali.
Prince Ali.
Fabulous he.
Dude, I thought
Finding
about
that amulet.
Mm-hmm.
Finding that amulet. Very fitting for our this week's continue.
Yeah. Which is Aladdin,
Yeah.
if you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
But yeah, so your
Super Nintendo version's better.
False.
Dude, I don't really.
disagree too. I think
Yeah.
it's better.
Genesis version is the dominant version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This goes back to the console wars ultimately.
Yeah.
It
There's
does.
deep cuts.
Ancient.
in
The
this.
gun.
The console
True.
wars have.
Yeah.
No, but it's pretty cool the way like it starts out even before like that little like animatic thing is like pretty well done.
Yeah.
You know, the
It's anime as shit.
Animatic.
yeah, it's very
Anime-ish.
anime. The thing at the beginning, I actually saw happening, like the intro, like pre-roll before you get to the title screen.
Right.
I was doing something though, and I walked away from the computer. I think I was actually editing the ContinueCast, and I was just like turned the game on, and I walked away. And I came back and like didn't pay attention to it, and I was like, I knew that happened, that they had like a pre-roll thing,
Right.
and I didn't go back and watch it. And the game just starts off with you sailing away from like an exploding like
A sinking
Yeah.
island.
or
Yeah.
sinking island. That's
How
it,
the
yeah.
hell does an island
Yeah.
sink?
Yeah, and I was just like,
Lost.
I
Tectonics,
missed
dude.
something here.
False island didn't sink. Telephone.
Paul comes back, what the hell happened?
What did you do to my island?
I felt like I was watching Indiana Jones, and I missed the entire boulder rolling sequence.
Yeah, he's just outside, and you're like, something happened. I don't
Something
know.
crazy.
Paul starts Indiana Jones right at the chalkboard sequence. He's like, this movie's boring as shit.
I'm like,
I thought I went to the movies, not school. Come
I was like,
on.
they're making a lot of assumptions about my prior knowledge of this story.
Yeah.
That one FBI guy is really dumb. It's almost as if he's playing the role of the audience, asking these questions. No, but that was a cool opening. It's like it's pretty good. Like
Hold
you
on.
know, just like hey, you find this thing, and now you're going back.
It's cool. Yeah, it's quick. Niall Tiller wrote in. I gotta write this. He didn't like how the story went. So he goes, I'm launched straight into the sparse dialogue, narration hybrid. I suppose in the glorious year 1994, this was considered to be a truly epic prose, but by 2012 standards, that shit was boring. But he wrote up a summary of the pre-thing, which helped me get back up to speed with the
You just
story.
use his summary.
Yeah. So some wizards had a fight over who looked the prettiest in their armlets, but one thing led to another, and they killed each other because they both looked equally fabulous.
That's
pretty
true.
awesome.
Okay. Can we talk about these amulets though? Because
It's an armlet.
the armlet,
Gauntlet. I would have called them
the gold
gauntlets.
armlet
Yeah.
controls the spirits.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
I read
And
that
the silver
too.
one controls chaos and destruction.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, who got the raw deal
I
here?
know,
Dude,
yeah.
This guy's king of wine, and the other guy is king of burning the house down.
Dude,
I got Bacchus.
it's so crazy. Yo, did you guys notice when it starts up? It's like input your name, and it gives you
Three
three
letters,
fucking
yeah.
letters.
I wrote that down too,
Because
dude.
your name's Ollie. That's all you need, bro.
Oh, no, look, that doesn't apply to any of us
but
here. At this
Only
table.
Muhammad Ali can play
We're
this
all-
game.
You're Luck Pow Joss. I'm still Nick.
Nice.
Or not.
But when you
Nick,
put it
yeah.
in, they still call him Prince Ali in the game. It doesn't affect
Yeah.
the name.
Yeah, it's just a
But
save.
still, I was upset about that, and I was like, because I was trying to think of funny names, and I was like, all I can do is tit if I want to do it.
sex.
Oh, I
Or
didn't think of
sex.
tit.
Dick,
Yeah.
Or butt.
Dick, you could do dick.
You do dick.
slut,
Slew.
SLT.
SLT,
Slit.
Yeah.
ass,
Yeah, you could do
Ass.
ass.
Oh my god, there's so many good
Anal.
ones.
Anal.
ANL.
Oh yeah.
Damn, dude. Fucking license plate Jones over
Yeah,
here.
you guys ever go to an arcade ever in your life?
No. My
I
dad
always
died.
did my name, man.
Never
I always
took
did my
me.
name because I wanted people to see that shit.
Yeah.
Also, my initials. Nam.
My initials almost spell my
Nice.
name.
Really?
Yeah.
Your middle name is Orenthal.
I wish. Orenthal, James, Simpson.
J.O., huh?
What's your middle name? Samuel?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I just fucking guessed that, dude.
Dude,
I
that,
No,
didn't
you
that's
know.
good. JSH. That's
Yeah.
sick.
Samuel.
Samuel?
Yeah, that's his name.
That's my real name.
That's good.
Samuel.
Dude, you're MLB.
I am.
Major
Holy
League
shit.
butt fucking.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm PVR. Piver.
PBR.
Nobody likes that, do you?
No.
Okay,
No,
fine.
we don't.
Pabst Velvet Ribbon.
Pabst Velvet.
Velvet,
Dude, because
Dude,
Blue
that's
Velvet.
a classy beer.
Yeah.
Like Blue Velvet.
Yep.
Pabst Blue Ribbon, dude. Dude, I was pretty upset about that 3-letter thing.
Yeah.
I gotta
like,
agree.
What the fuck is this, man?
Yeah, that's Bush. That's Bush League.
It is Bush League, dude. Dude, and it's
Yo,
Sega, man.
BSH.
It's Sega. You know they had the bits for those extra letters, bro.
Hey, man.
You got 26 characters up there. Just give me one more space.
One more space is all I needed. They just didn't want you to write fuck in there.
Yeah.
They knew you were gonna write fuck.
Yeah. They underestimated the Luke Brown.
Yeah. I'm
SCK.
gonna call Luke the Circumventer Brown.
Circumventer.
Circumcent.
Anything else about the story? I mean, like what? Like, there's not really much to the story. Really, there isn't.
Yeah, they're really. It
It's
just starts
real
with like that,
simple.
and you're sailing away. I was like, oh shit, is this Life of Pi the game?
Yeah.
Ang Lee direct this game? Sweet.
Yeah.
That's gonna go into graphics, the look of it, but like,
Great.
it's super. You're really excited for that. It's super sparse story. Again, like what we talked about with Zelda, like
Yeah.
the stuff
Right.
like with stuff like that. Like the sparseness in that works for a reason, but in this, I feel like they don't. There's no established like universe or anything. I guess there wasn't really in Zelda either. But
Bitch, you don't know about Prince Ali backstory?
I don't know anything about Prince Ali backstory.
I don't either, bitch.
I don't read Arabian
Yeah.
Nights. I don't read that
This
shit.
is all I know. I know he's got King Dad,
King
and I
Dad.
thought Queen Mom. It's actually his
It's a
sister.
I thought it was not his dad and that he was going to get with the sister,
Yeah,
but it was
what?
his sister. Actually, that happened a lot back then.
Yeah, that's the way things just
That's
roll.
that,
It's
yeah.
called lineage,
Keep
bitch.
the
Yeah.
bloodlines
Yeah.
Keep
like
it thick, dude.
yeah.
Targaryens, bro.
Yeah, man. Which
Yeah, man.
that's how you get extra thumbs and shit.
Yeah.
That's how you
Or
get
super
dragons.
blonde
Yep.
hair, man. Yeah.
Pure baby.
Yeah, can we
Super
talk about
fire
Game of Thrones for a
crotch.
second? I can't wait for that to come back.
I'm very excited for that. to
When does that come back?
3/31/13.
Speaking of stories,
Season 3 begins on 3/31/13. But hang on, I gotta talk about when
Yeah,
you
go
first get to town.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah,
And you talk to that first person. They're like, "Hey, Ali, what were you doing?"
yeah.
And then obviously
in that voice.
Ali says nothing. He's like, "Digging in the mud, huh?"
And you're like, yeah, what?
I'm like, yeah.
Like, bitch, I just sunk a fucking island,
Yeah,
dude.
it's like you know how many times I hear that, like talking to my family. You know what I mean? Like,
Like,
you go
hey,
home, they're
what
like,
are you
"Oh,
doing?"
what do you do for a job?" It's like, "Oh, I write on the internet." They're like, "Oh,
Yep.
on the internet,
Digging in mud on the internet again.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, you're not digging a fucking ditch, man.
yeah, sorry, I have a job, bro.
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Yeah,
And I was-
Obamacare.
Yeah, I was thinking about it too. I was like looking at it, and I'm like, bitch, do you see this gold ass armlet on my
Yeah,
arm?
I control spirits,
Seriously,
man.
I own your whole family on my right arm.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go leave my ditch digging. I'm gonna go walk back to my fucking palace that I live in.
Also, if you-
that looms over your hovel.
Also, if you talk to the prince of the king
you fucking
like
dead.
that, you get your fucking hands cut off.
Dude, stop. Scimitar time.
Yeah.
He's dead.
All right, but to be fair, he does have a really shitty haircut.
It's
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
And he kind of
pretty
walks
bad.
like an asshole.
Yeah, he's got hammer pants though.
He's got
Yeah,
swagger,
dude, he does got hammer.
Oh, is that swag?
He's got swag.
He looks
Swag
like
licious.
dude. He looks like fucking Naruto, man. You can't
He
take,
does.
You can't
He
take
does
that
look
dude.
like Naruto.
Can't
Yo.
take him seriously.
He does look like Naruto.
Yeah.
I thought about that when I first saw it, and I was like, who does he look like? He looks like an anime character.
Yeah.
All
He
that
look like
anime is
Chrono.
clicks and whistles, man.
He looks like he has like what's Akira? What's Akira's last name? The guy that makes all
Kurosawa.
the not
Akira.
Kurosawa, the best.
Akira
Teruta?
Akira Aruda on the internet.
Akira Aruda. I love that girl. She draws great pictures of us.
That's a girl?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Um,
great name.
So yeah, I definitely picked up on that. Like I don't know what that dude's name is. You're gonna look it up right now. But I got his vibe off of it. But I think I see more Naruto.
Yeah, he totally looks like fucking Naruto.
Yeah.
Let's put
I'm
it.
sure fucking anime kids are like, it's not pronounced Naruto.
It's Naruto.
Whatever.
It's pronounced. Turn a channel
Just don't call it Japanimation. Otherwise you'll have to post an apology video like Freddie Prinze.
I don't think anyone's called it Japanimation since 1999.
That's
so.
what I'm talking about. Didn't you just see that? Like
what?
Freddie Prinze voiced some guy in like the Mass Effect anime that they just put out.
Right.
And he was like, "Yeah, I'm in some Japanimation thing," and everybody was like,
"What,
bro? Racist, bro."
Wait.
Yeah.
Freddie Prinze still has jobs?
Wait, not main Freddie Prinze, Freddie Prinze Jr., right?
Yeah, well, man, Freddie Prinze killed himself like Luke's dad.
How do you know?
You got Sega Channel.
It was an unsolved mystery.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't much to this story though.
Oh
Ultimately.
shit! Did you know this thing has a subtitle?
What?
No.
Beyond Oasis: The Story of Thor.
No,
Yeah.
that was what they called it in UK. They called it that.
Oh, they had to
that's
make
a
it
terrible
relatable.
name.
Yeah. Why would it be
They're
relatable?
like- they're like-
Because it's Middle Eastern like stuff, and then they're like the story of Thor.
Yeah,
who's a Norwegian
just
guy.
Different
Oh, okay.
myths.
It makes
other,
sense.
Other myth segment.
Tie them all together.
They're close enough to those areas. They'll
Shake it
they'll
up in a
accept
bottle.
The one other thing that I had written down in the story section was Dido. She totally looked like a sexy 90s aerobics fairy.
Who's Dido?
The
the
blue
fairy,
fairy that
blue
you get.
fairy.
The
Oh, dude,
Does she look like a 90s aerobics fairy?
I was like, that fairy's got some titties. I was like, that's a hot fairy.
Like, do you have a fairy power that lets you become human size?
Yep.
Because I would like
Or
to
a
know
fairy
if you
power
have
that
that
makes me
power.
tiny size,
Yeah.
whatever.
Except
on
for my
the scale
penis.
of Dido hotnesses, she's number one with
Right.
Dido being 2.
being two.
Dido. The
And
singer. Yeah.
I want to thank you
Oh my
for
god.
giving me the best time.
Wow, I
of my
forgot that was her
life.
song.
No,
Yeah,
what's
man.
that other one that she did with Eminem?
Stan. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that song.
Internet.
I used to make out to that shit.
That sounded
Dido
like a Roots
videos.
jam. Did the Roots produce that?
I don't know.
It sounded like a Roots hook.
Damn it, now I gotta fucking Dido.
Does anyone else have anything else they'd like to say about the story?
About Dido the fairy.
Down.
It reminded me of Symphony of the Night. You get like a fairy thing like
Yeah.
that, and she had like similar animations to that.
That's
all
a
I wanted to say
succubus.
about that.
Nice.
Yeah. Story. I hope there is one.
Yeah, me too.
Hope it happens
Yeah.
soon. Because I didn't notice one.
It's super sparse.
Yeah.
There's like nothing there. And there's not even like the subtext that Zelda gives you. So
Yeah.
we're going to move on from that because thanks for having no story, guys. It was really like pretty lame.
Well, we don't know that yet. Somebody's going to tell us in
Yeah,
the comment section,
yeah.
like, well, when you get to the end and
Yeah.
when you read the comics from
Yeah.
Sega Genesis Power Monthly,
If I have to read outside fiction, I'm not counting it. It doesn't count.
I'd like to bring up J.J. Abrams' Star Trek again, since you guys ragged on me last time.
Uh-huh.
You had to read the comic books to know what was going on.
No,
and
you
some of that
didn't.
shit. Yeah, you
I
did.
enjoyed it, and I watched the whole thing and
There's
never read the
comic books.
comics.
there was comic books. There are still more comic books.
There's
I don't
more.
care
Yeah,
about that.
they're
Anyway,
leading
go.
up-
Let's go ahead.
Leading
and
up into
move
the
on.
new one, which is
Let-
going to be even awesome.
I'm right. You're wrong.
It's true. Let's move on to Monster Graphics. That graphics. Before we get started, I just want to read a user write in. Brian Conley wrote in and said it has that classic Golden Axe Sega look, and
Yeah.
it definitely does. And when he said that, it made me
Yeah.
realize that the stuff you were saying before about how SNES has kind of a look to it, Josh. I definitely like. It dawned on me. I was like, you know what? He's completely right because Sega has like this look, and I don't know what it is.
It's the characters are a little larger
and like longer.
They're bigger on the screen.
colors.
The colors, yeah. Colors are more neon-y in Sega. Sega was like the cool kid. He wore like the neon
Right.
bicycle hat.
Body
to
glove
school.
thing.
Yeah,
where, like
fuck
you
yeah.
touched it and it left
Oh,
a
the
hand.
hypercolor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking what's that? Those shirts like gotcha shirts. And all that shit.
Gotcha.
Then
He was the first guy to come to school with like Bugs Bunny and cross colors.
oh yeah,
Oh
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, he had
He was
the
like, "Yo, Tweety Bird, son, represent."
leather
Tweety
jacket.
Bird, cool as hell.
Nick, what did you think of the graphics?
Dude, I liked it, man. I had really a good time, like looking at all that stuff. No,
Sure you
like,
did.
like it's really good. Cause, like the animation's like really like pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Especially like I really like that you get like different swipes and different like attacks and stuff.
Yeah, there's
like
like
that.
combos.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. It's really cool that like it's not just like on like I'm sure there's like a million comparisons to this and like Link to the Past.
Absolutely.
But like with Link to the Past, it's just like swipe, 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 and it's the same animation. But with this, there's like left, right, and up, and you punch and kick.
Yeah,
There's
you
a lot
see
of
like combos and stuff like that.
That's
really
why
good.
this ended up only being like 6 hours because they spent so much of the fucking cartridge
so much
space
on that shit.
One thing I didn't really like, I don't know if this is a gameplay or a graphics thing, but like when you run and the screen scrolls with you, it doesn't give you like enough like lead time.
You're right.
You kind of like run to the edge of the screen if you're running. If you're running right, you just kind of run to the end and it catches up with you like that. That's just bad.
Well, much like in real life, Nick, you can only run in a straight line.
No, dude, that's one thing that's great about this though. You can move in 8 directions as opposed to like up and only up and down in the 4 directions.
Yeah.
Can you move in 8 directions?
Yeah.
It's hard.
My
on
controller's not set up for 8 directions.
Oh, really, dude?
That's
Yeah,
my
mine's
problem.
all super good.
I'm using the Xbox controller, and it's not. I guess I didn't set up diagonal buttons.
Calibrate it right, man.
I didn't.
Yeah, I just got to recalibrate because that was going to be a complaint about controls, and we'll get to that.
Yeah. What, are we talking about graphics?
we're still talking about graphics.
I thought this was an arcade game.
Talk about graphics.
I thought this was I was like, is this an arcade game? It
By
just,
the look of it?
like looks like an arcade
It's
game.
really good. The sprites are huge, man.
Yeah, they're big.
Especially when you get to that fucking troll or whatever that guy is in the beginning, you're like, God damn, this guy's
guy's
big as
cool.
shit.
And the bosses are like super detailed and
Fuck
big.
Crab Man, fucking.
I don't like the
fucking
design.
crab comes out,
Yeah, I didn't like the designs of the bosses. I thought they were kind of lame and like uninspired. I kind of think.
Metal Skull, dude.
I don't think Metal
Fuck
Skull was that cool looking.
Metal Skull was like, like it was awesome.
Metal Skull was cool, but not cool looking.
Well, but he's
He spat
overall
fire. That
cool.
was sweet. But
No,
the look.
I agree. I think the first like 4 guys you run into are like the best looking guys that you fight in the game.
Those guys are cool.
So far as I've got, maybe they get cooler looking later. But like you got that big huge dude at the front of the town.
Yeah.
You got them like little
The soldier dudes.
the
are
armor
cool.
dudes,
the critters looking
the
guys.
chuds.
Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah,
chuds.
they do look like critters.
They kept
more than
running away
chuds.
from me, and I was like, I ain't letting you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look appropriate like the rat. I called them rat dudes with shivs. Even though
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell.
I thought he was
there.
holding like a
They're
pelvis.
Bone
Yeah.
jabbers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude, they are critters. I kept calling them chuds, but they're definitely critters.
No, they're definitely critters. P.S. America, go watch Critters.
And critters too.
And Critters too.
and Monkey Shine are like 2 movies that I walk by like a million times in the video store, and I'm like, not this time, maybe next time. And then video store shut down. And it was like, well,
Never
that's a missed
time.
opportunity.
Next time, critters. Now I'm gonna go rent Baby, the story of the Brontosaurus again for the 6th
I'm gonna
time.
go rent Baby's Day Out. Be right back.
Baby's Day.
Oh, man. I really do like the look of the game. I think a lot of the animations are really good. I think the way he walks is fucking stupid.
Okay.
though.
Dude, he takes the
Yeah, he
longest
does.
fucking strides
He's
ever.
just
It's like a leap.
Yeah. He walks around. He looks like fucking the Jim Carrey the Mask when he's got like his zoot
Yeah,
suit. He's just like You can't see what I'm doing right now, people listening to the
Just imagine
podcast,
the
but
mask.
just imagine a guy flailing his arms.
He's doing
all over
the best
place.
impression of the mask ever.
I thought the mask
Yo,
was here.
that Jim Carrey?
I thought the mask was here. Rocky Dennis.
That Rocky Dennis here?
But can we talk about
Hold on,
the
real-
architecture of that castle?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, dude, worse.
Terrible.
Fucking designed that place?
It's symmetrical. Oh wait, no, it's not.
None of it makes any sense.
None of
Go
it
in right
makes
door,
any
come out
sense.
left door.
Yeah.
And then walk all the way around Bannister to go to other door that leads up.
Put the thrones on top of the water source,
Yep.
which magically goes to nowhere when you walk down a floor.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
What?
What the fuck is
Yeah.
happening?
Also, like you walk into this place, and did they not think of circle stairs? Spinny stairs, man.
They didn't invent
Why did you
that
put
yet.
one staircase on the left and one staircase on the right? Circle stairs, man. You can go up all the stairs at once.
They don't know.
I don't
You
think
can go up all the stairs.
go up all the stairs in one shot.
This is the only video game in history where walking down steps makes you go slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
You can't run
shit
downstairs.
is annoying.
That dude.
Yeah. Also,
Oh
there
my-
should be a run button, not just double
Yeah,
tap
Not just
run.
double tap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We'll look at the controls.
Well, we're doing
I just
it.
want to do one
Controls
last.
now.
We'll do controls gameplay next
Okay.
because I just want to talk about one last thing is, and this is sort of gameplay controls. Enemy difficulty is, I think, absolutely the inverse of how tough they look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
fight
fish
yeah.
are tougher than
Yeah.
the initial enemies that you fight.
Yeah, dude.
The fish.
Two-dimensional slime things.
Yeah.
So hard.
So hard.
Fucking zombies look like they're gonna be hard and frightening, and then you kick the shit out
Yeah,
of
but
them.
they pop out of nowhere, and you're like, bleep!
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I got scared when the first zombie came out. I was like, oh, I'm just walking around this cave. Ah!
Yeah.
Zombie!
You got to fight 4 zombies in a row in one time, and
That was the worst.
that sucks.
Yeah. Dude, they all popped out of because I was like killing all the zombies. That's I was like inversely proportional, and then I was like kind of like thinking that, and I wrote that down, and then I encountered 4 zombies, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Dude, one thing like gameplay wise is kind of weird is that you get sub weapons, and like if you get a crossbow, it's like all right, you got a certain amount of arrows, right?
Yeah.
But I got that sword, and I was like, oh, sword, awesome. And then it's like 4.
10.
Yeah.
You have like
And
10
I was
of them.
like,
Yeah, they run out.
What
That is-
am I gonna do with this?
That's the dumbest shit.
That's the worst
in any
designed
game.
sword ever.
Yeah.
Right.
I made you this sword. You can only get 4 swipes with
Yeah.
it, and then it's gonna fall apart.
I don't-
And you found
I
that
don't
in your
understand.
castle, so your castle
Yo,
smith made it.
Your dumbass fucking castle architect was like, you know what? I figured I'd try sword making. Why not?
But that's
I'm
a
great
total,
at castles. I'll be great at sword making.
That's a total side-scrolling beat-em-up thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
your garbage can, you hit
That's
a guy
Streets
with
of
it
Rage
2
thing, man.
times. Yeah,
We're
that's
in
what-
Yeah.
gameplay controls now.
Yep.
This game is essentially Streets of Rage,
The
but
RPG.
top down, like a
Right.
top down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Zelda. Zelda meets
Right.
Streets of Rage, without a doubt. I felt that like the entire time.
That's such a good point. I never even thought of that, Luke, about like you have this crowbar that just disappears after 4 hits.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
bat doesn't work
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah.
Your bat doesn't work.
Because a piece of wood just stops
I
working.
picked up a knife and threw it at this guy. Now he's
Now
dead.
it's
You
gone.
can't pull it out.
No knife anymore. Went in his body.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you stab somebody. A knife goes inside of him. And
And the
just,
body absorbs it.
yeah, it's food. It's food now for a dead guy.
Food for
Dead
dead.
guy food.
I wrote down that I was afflicted for the very beginning of this game. For a while, I was afflicted by too cool to use. Like
Yeah.
I got all my weapons,
Yeah.
and I was like, I can't use them. They only have limited use.
Dude, you fight that skull though. You pull that
You
sword
used
out.
everything.
Yeah.
You're
You're like,
I used all my food.
Yep.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I
All
ate
my
all
swords.
the cheese wheels.
Yeah.
Everybody's just carrying around cheese wheel in this game.
Dude,
Yeah.
fucking Graves dropped down. I was like, motherfucking Graves!
Dude, I was really excited that time I got that fish.
Dude, yep.
Kicked open that chest and it was like, fish. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Fish
It
and
makes me feel good when
cheese.
you get like a different food because you know you're progress. It gives you
Yeah.
a sense of like, what is that? Like
A little further now,
Further, yeah. Even though you're walking around the same like 2 acres of land.
One
Chris-
thing oh god.
Chris Hahn wrote in and said, I always thought it was fucking nasty that if you kill the little rat monsters with fire, sometimes they turn into steaks. Am I seriously supposed to burn a rat to death, look at the smoldering carcass, and go, when was the last time I ate? Because that
Dude, he better eat that steak.
he's got a
That
good
rat
ass
steak.
point, dude.
You watch
That's gross.
Survivor, man?
Rat
You gotta
steak.
eat when you
Rat
can,
steak,
man.
yeah.
Yo, man, you go,
Bear
you
Grylls.
go in Fallout. You've been in the wastelands,
Yeah.
bro.
Dude, you eat some gross
You eat
ass
some
shit.
gross
in
ass
Fallout.
shit in Fallout.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure I ate like an orc dick in that.
I'm pretty sure I ate like a person. I got cannibalism.
You got cannibalism in that?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, a human dick. Holy crap.
Oh, delicious.
Cook it
I
into a
shot
steak.
it-
Take that dick.
I
cook
shot
it
it
into a
off.
steak.
Put it in a pot, put it on the oven.
Tree
Dick.
fitty.
You got yourself
pocket.
stew.
Make a dick pocket.
Yeah, dick stew.
Dick
One
stew.
thing I liked is that you bring up that map, and it's
Right.
like, yeah, you gotta
Go
go
here.
Yeah.
That's so good because
Yep.
it's just like,
Map's
I could be
kinda
like
terrible,
running
though.
around. The map is terrible, but
Yeah.
at least it's like you should be in this general direction
Right.
where this
Right.
giant flag
It's
is.
like, what were you hoping we would make you? A relief map? Here you go. And it's like a 3-dimensional kid's volcano, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing. It's like, here's your
6th grade
person,
science project.
Here's this little bleep bloop blop spot you got to go to, and it's like, well, I don't really have a sense of scale.
Yeah, yeah.
How many
so
screens is
what's
that?
how many
many
inches
pixels?
is 1 mile?
It's funny because when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's awesome. It's telling me exactly where to go. But I got to say, there was a part of me, and I knew I would regret this if they listened to me. If I went back in time and made them take that out of it, I would
Right.
regret this. But there was a part of me that felt like I lost a little bit of the sense of adventure that Zelda gives you.
Well, it's the
Yeah.
WoW thing. WoW used to not be like that. You used to
Right.
have to know where to go, and then they
Right.
just put shit on the map, and people were like, "What, fuck it," you know. It's the same thing. Like
Yeah.
you lose some of that exploring.
thing.
Yeah. But then I think about it, and I'm like, would I want to run around and explore that world?
Nah.
It's kind of nice coming from Metroid, where like it is like explore
Right.
with like kind of an idea of where to go, but this, there's no like, there's a shitload of backtracking in this, but at least you have like a goal and you know where to go, and there's
it's
a little bit of
linear as
exploring.
shit. It's
Yeah,
just do
yeah.
this,
It's
do this.
extremely linear. And I think that's why it's so short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is just, it's like, okay, well, you have to go here.
Well, unless you're an idiot,
Yeah.
you're gonna just go do the thing.
Although
you know?
I did notice that, and I don't know how far you guys have gotten, but once you get your second spirit,
Mm-hmm.
you can use him to unlock, because you have to go to the third thing you do after him is you burn down this like little ice capsule
Yeah.
to get to like
Yeah,
this bandit
yeah.
village. And I don't know if you guys went under the bridge that you
Yeah,
walked.
I did do that.
If you go under the bridge, there's a nice thing under there, and
Yeah.
I haven't gone back yet, but I
yeah.
assume there's a lot of stuff that you can go back to.
Well, there's that door near that boat.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get in that door. There's a little plant in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
the
boat
plant,
door.
the
Yeah.
plant is the fourth spirit. Actually,
Okay, so you probably have to
Spoilers.
go back and
yeah, you have to.
Okay.
Wait, does fire kill plant? Fire kills plants.
Wait,
There's probably like an
is
ice
this
one too.
game secretly Captain Planet?
It is,
Oh,
It is.
Shit.
Oh my god, it is.
dude.
Water, fire, ice, plant.
And
This-
your spirit,
Heart.
Yep.
your heart.
Dude. Captain Planet. He's coming.
Well, the thing is, no, there's no ice.
2012.
The spirits, apparently, from what I saw, are fire, water, shadow, and plant.
Okay,
the
why would you
four.
not use
Okay.
shadow all the time then?
I know you probably
Because you're not an evil ass warlock.
Yeah,
you don't
I
have-
am, bitch.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, Josh, I am.
You're the silver armlet dude, aren't you?
Dude,
Yep.
you are.
Yep. I'm gonna get
Fuck
them
you,
both
man.
together, dude.
I thought that.
Didn't these two guys have like the worst names ever? You're like you go in, it's like hello Prince Ali, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, this is gonna be like a Raven, and the guys' names are like Nebuchadnezzar and
Oh, Nebuchadnezzar? Yeah.
and Jizzwizard.
Jizz Wizard. I don't know if. Yeah, Jizz Wizard.
No, but the two names have like
That guy's got to feel good
we're
all
like,
the time.
We're the two grand wizards of this
Yeah, but
world.
those are like throwbacks to like.
yeah, Nebuchadnezzar's like
Nebuchadnezzar's
a
like
myth.
a biblical thing.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
Nebuchadnezzar's
I
not.
don't know,
the
he's
name of the
Babylonian.
real- I was,
Babylonian.
Yeah,
I was
that's what it is.
making it. The guy's name is like Nitz or something like that. It's not anything as cool as Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah,
It's like their
he is
names are
biblical.
like-
Nebuchadnezzar is biblical because Babylonian.
Yeah, Damu.
no, it's biblical because the Matrix.
Babylon was yes.
It was
yeah.
in the
Yeah,
Matrix,
it was in the
therefore it
Matrix.
was in the Bible.
Dude, Jesus story.
True.
That's the truth. If
Dude,
it
it
was
is,
in the
man.
Matrix, and
was
if
in the
it was a
Bible.
reference, that means it's from the Bible.
Yo,
Yeah.
Matrix. I'm gonna say it right now. New Bible. All right.
I'm
20 years
into
from now,
that.
dude.
Look, the first
just
one
study the
holds up
Matrix.
I'm into
incredibly
that.
well as the New Testament, and then
Yeah.
you start getting into book 2 and 3 as the King James, and it's like
Fucking dude.
GTFO,
Dude,
bro.
third one is fucking Book of Mormon, dude.
Oh
You're just
shit.
like, what?
Whoa,
They're
wait
just
a
pulling it
minute.
out of their
Where
ass
are
left
we
and
What
right.
were
talking
the
about
plates
this?
then?
Or the what?
What were the plates?
In the third one is the architect. The architect is
He's
Joseph,
in the second
Joseph Smith.
one. He's in the second one.
Okay, then whoever's in the third one is Joseph
He's in
Smith.
the second one with Monica Bellucci's boobies.
I watched that
know.
movie the other day. I love that movie.
What? Reloaded?
Yeah, I
one
like
is,
two.
Reloaded's good.
One is great. 2 has some
Two's like,
moments.
not bad.
3
Two's good.
is just like, well, I'm watching this because I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Kinda like Star
That's the
Wars.
Matrix, and that has a lot to do with Beyond Oasis.
Yeah.
God, I love your faces when we go.
I just
on
sit
super long.
I just sit here and I go,
And
okay,
Paul
when
is like,
Paul completely
okay.
zones out and waits for his moment, and as soon as there's a lull
How
in the
can I reel this
conversation, he's
back
like, and
in?
that's just like in Beyond
Yeah.
Oasis.
well, there's times where I sit here and I'm go, I wonder how long they can go on this thing.
You know.
I talk about the Matrix all day,
I know.
every day.
You
I
know.
know. So Jake Lee wrote in and said, and this is
Lee.
what I was feeling. I am occasionally frustrated by the attack angles when fighting certain enemies,
Yes.
but I have to remind myself that this is from an earlier time when games were harder. Can you attack in 8 directions? Or can
Yeah,
you
have
only
you
attack
been
in
doing
the
that?
4?
I mean, I'm trying to remember if you can attack diagonally.
I don't think you can.
your swipe is pretty much like
Your swipe is your diagonal attack.
it is. Yeah, it's basically how it is.
Which you need to master. You need to do that, and
Right.
you need to do the front flip and or the back flip attack.
Yeah.
Was it just me, or did attacking guys from the back do more damage?
Yeah, you can surprise guys.
Well, not just surprising.
Just
but
like in prison.
like not necessarily surprising guys, but like if you're in combat with like a bunch of guys and you manage to like get behind one, like I still think it does more damage.
I
Like
think so,
I've
yeah.
punched
Yeah.
those rat guys like
From behind.
super hard.
Yeah, just one hit him. Yeah.
One shot it up. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Then if you run and you catch one of those like soldiers like off guard, you kill him in one hit.
Yeah, the
That's good.
controls.
Okay.
I never got the 8 angle shit down, but
Well, yeah, I'm using like a force thing.
Yeah,
my
you gotta-
controller doesn't even have the option.
Yeah.
Oh,
for-
really?
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm using the Xbox controller, which is awesome.
I gotta do that, man.
I'm sure that's great.
It's wonderful.
I'm sure that's great.
It's all contoured for your fucking hand
Dude,
and
it's-
shit.
yeah,
it's
You know,
perfect.
mine,
Yeah, it's
I'm,
nice.
I'm rocking that,
The
faux
USB one. That's what I
SN
use.
No,
and I
I know
have
the
that.
faux SNES thing does not have 8 directions. It has 4 directions.
Dude, mine does. What emulator are you using?
No, it has
He means physically.
physically.
Oh,
it does
yeah,
not
yeah. It doesn't have like a
the
dial
diagonal.
thing.
Yeah.
But I get the diagonal from.
Yeah, you just press them both at the
Moving,
same
yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know you can set it for that, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying that I don't know what Genesis emulator you guys are using, but
JNES, I think.
I forget what one I'm using. It's not that though. I should have used that one. But yeah, so I never had that option, and it bothered me because I was trying to, like there's times like when you get attacked by the 4 zombies and you're surrounded by guys and you're like, well, what the fuck do I do here? Because like there's like guys behind you and in front of you,
Right.
and you got to like fight them all off. But if they move to the wrong angle, you can't swipe at them unless you do a spinning attack, and that takes time.
Yeah. But
I
you know, it's
got-
nice. Shit gets hairy, dude. You just jump the fuck back.
Yeah. You just
Wait,
gotta
how do you
jump.
jump the
Jump.
fuck back?
You just
Well, I know you can
jump.
jump, but
You can
out
jump
of the
back,
way.
I think. Yeah.
you can move while you're jumping. I thought you can only jump up and down.
Dude, that's why fucking Prince Ali is better than Link. I said it.
Wow.
That dude can jump.
That's
Link,
crazy.
Wow.
Link, no jump. No jump.
You're gonna say it.
I can't believe
sorry.
this.
No, but that's
I'm not really saying it.
That's-
I'm just saying. I'm just
that's
saying
series
it.
wide. That's a thing.
No,
Except for
I
two.
get that's like a thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Except for 2, but that's series
And-
wide, and like that's why he gets like things like the hook shot.
Yeah. No,
Right.
I get that. I'm just saying that like, if I could jump in Link to the Past, dude, that would have been so much better.
yeah.
I agree.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't, disclaimer: I don't really think that Link is terrible. I just don't. I
can
don't
get
really.
your house
I don't really
fucking
care.
But-
I don't want Zelda
robbed.
fanboys to come after me.
But Ali has a leg up.
But
for being able to
Ali
jump.
can jump.
does.
I mean, give that guy some credit.
Well, the Persians invented parkour. That's
The
fact.
Persians invented jumping.
Well, you want to know why?
I played Assassin's Creed.
Guess what? Ali,
He's Persian.
Ali, Persian,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Link, white,
Yeah.
There it is.
white dude.
Ali, Prince of Persia, bitch.
There it is.
Link's an elf.
Yeah,
Oh,
a white
Oh,
elf.
yeah. White elf.
Elves are all white.
No.
Dude.
He ain't no fucking
False
dark elf.
He's a cracker elf.
Cracker elf.
No, but there are distinct white people in those games, and then there's Link, who's an elf.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a white friend of the white people. Friend of whites, elves.
Friend of white.
Friend of whites.
Gandalf the White.
Friend of the white. He's friends of Gandalf
Friend
the
of
White.
elves.
Best
but
friend
there-
of elves.
There are people in the game who have normal ears.
Right.
Yeah, they're regular
You know,
humans,
but
not
that's-
elves.
Yeah, but that doesn't make Link not white. He's still white.
He's right.
You know what I'm saying? He's still a white dude.
He's right, man.
Then why?
You listen to the music that guy
right,
likes?
listen, I
White
don't-
people music.
I don't want to.
Hall and Oates?
Ocarina. White people instrument. Ocarina is like a step under accordion.
I'm gonna stop talking before I say something racist.
He was playing Ocarina.
Just putting that out
One
there.
time I saw him playing one of those turtles.
Luke, I know what you're saying.
I have to stop because something's gonna slip out.
I know what you're saying, and we treaded a line of racism that we should not have treaded.
It's just
treaded.
white people
No, I
racism.
know.
We're white.
We're all against white people.
Oh,
You know,
seriously, fuck white elves.
Don't trust white elves.
you know something else that was missing from this game? That Brian Conley wrote in. This game is in desperate need of a block button or a dodge
Yeah.
button.
Yeah, it does need a block
Yeah.
button.
Or a
yes.
dodge, dude.
And a run button.
And a run button. Well, I mean, at least you can run. Like
Yeah.
you can't dodge. I wanted to I should be able to press left, or right, or like direction to my sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can dodge.
And you dodge.
Yeah.
Or hold attack will. Maybe hold attack does, because I know you can hold attack.
Does it
And I don't know
block?
if that blocks or not, though.
Well, all
don't
right.
know.
When I fought the
try.
crab dude, I was trying to be all like ninja about it, like getting
You
around
can't.
him and shit. Apparently, all you had to do is stand in front of him
and just
and
swipe.
just fuck him up.
Swing away.
Yeah, swing away, dude. He was just like a
Swing
fucking
away, Ollie.
like a t-ball. Just hit the ball, man.
That's all you have to do.
That's all you had to do. But I
Not
overthought
so-
it.
Not so with Fireball Monster.
No, Fireball Monster will kill
Okay,
you.
well, okay, let's talk about bosses for a second. So Crab Monster was pretty easy.
Yeah.
He was
like-
a pussy.
Super
Like most
easy.
crabs.
Yeah, like most crabs, pretty easy to
You
take care
you
of.
can't fight a crab. Get out.
I thought he was being all sneaky. Like, when you go in that room, he's like, I'm the same color as the ground. And it's like, bitch,
like,
I can
I
fucking see
know.
you.
Bitch, I've played video games.
Video games. I went in the big room. I know you're there.
Yeah.
This is not my first video game rodeo, Crab.
Yeah,
I know.
Seriously.
You
Dude,
want to
can we
surprise
start
me
that?
jump down from the ceiling, all right?
Yeah.
Can we start a video game rodeo?
What would you
Video
do
game
during a
rodeo.
video game rodeo?
Well, no, you ride all the famous bosses.
That's brilliant.
And then the rodeo clowns are like, the game stupid people like Tingle.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's brilliant.
Or the Chody guys from
Dude,
this game.
we'll never make that. So, internet, go ahead and steal
Yes.
that and make that
Steal
real
it.
so we can go to it. Someone get venture capitalists to invest in that.
Snip snap.
Snip, snap. Do it. Second boss,
Yeah.
we'll talk about
Swamp skeleton?
Skull.
He
Yeah,
got-
Skull.
He got mad real fast.
He's fucking hard.
He got mad. You use that sword though, you fuck his shit up, man.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
use-
that's true.
Dude, he was just like, I'm going to mouth and shoot fire. And then he's like, nope, I got claws, bro.
Yeah,
and he
when
kept
yeah,
closing
the
in on him.
hands.
When you guys were in that room before you got into the room with him, and the fire monster was going around, did you kill the fire thing?
No. I
didn't
ran the
know
fuck
you
away
could.
from it.
I attacked it once, and I was like, I'm
yeah.
not
Yeah.
going to waste time doing this.
And I tried
Yeah.
using my tornado on it,
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
my tornado thing, and it didn't do anything. And I was like, what the?
Oh, I
fuck?
thought you were going to tell me to extinguish the flames, and I was going to be like,
Yeah.
Oh,
it didn't
maybe
do
the bubble.
anything.
No.
You can kill it, but
You can, and you have to during the boss.
during the boss you have to.
You
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
kill them, and that's why I was confused because I tried to kill that thing and it didn't work. So during the boss, he spawned on those, and I was like, I can't kill those.
Yeah.
I was just in a room, I couldn't kill.
But he
that
wouldn't
thing.
come up then,
Yeah.
and you were
Yeah.
like, "What the?" I did the same thing. I was like, "What
Yeah.
the fuck do you do?"
and then when you get to the point where you kill all 3 of them, and his hands come out, and you start
Yeah.
killing his hands, and then he makes 4 fireballs. and
Permanent
it just-
shocker hand.
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
Shocker.
Shocker 3
Dude, it
fingers.
was, wasn't it?
Shocky 3 fingers.
It's true.
Ew, fuck, man, he's a gross ass skeleton.
He's
Dude,
got
he's like,
shit,
bony
man.
butthole.
He's got shit on his pinky.
Big ass,
That's what he's
his
doing.
big ass bony butthole hidden
Bony
underground.
butthole, yeah.
You guys ever realize that the archery gloves are the same as the shocker?
Yeah.
So
What?
Like, were archers the first guys to fucking do it?
Probably.
Because they're
They
already
didn't
built
take it
in.
off.
They're like,
No, man, there was some like real freaky caveman, like Neanderthal man.
Nah, caveman didn't
did
finger
not
bang.
fuck around
They
with
were
finger
finger,
bangs.
they were
No,
finger bang,
no,
dude.
caveman-
If we finger bang, caveman
No,
finger
caveman
bang.
did not
Dude,
finger
get
bang.
outta
No,
here.
finger banging started in an era when people had underpants.
You know,
Yeah.
all right. You know
Yeah.
Lucy, the oldest human relative.
She
Yeah.
didn't get finger
Evidence
banged.
that she got finger banged.
No, get at, dude.
I finger banged the
caveman-
skeleton.
Caveman ain't got no time for foreplay, dude.
No, they
no,
did. They
fuck.
did it.
None.
If we do it, they do it.
No,
No,
get
they
outta
just had
here.
the fucks, dude.
Or
They had-
animals.
Dude, they had the
No,
fucks.
them.
Caveman,
did not-
caveman probably jerked off. I'll give you that.
Oh yeah.
Caveman probably got
Probably.
caveman head.
Gotta get the
probably.
poison out.
He's probably like, well,
Well, animals give blowjobs. There's animals
that's
like
what I mean.
yeah,
Caveman probably
dolphins.
did that. But foreplay, no. There's no way caveman.
Caveman did foreplay.
No.
Caveman did foreplay. Caveman did not finger bang.
Caveman was
Caveman
finger
did not
banging.
No, that did not.
You don't
happen.
think there was an
Dude,
awkward?
caveman logic is like, why would I put this in here when I could put this other thing in here that's even better and awesomer?
Yes, it's true. And by that he means his club.
Dude, there was.
Caveman logic was purely. I need to fuck so there's babies so that we don't all die.
No,
Yeah,
dude, it's
That's
not-
all it was,
No,
dude.
caveman logic is like, I want to fuck because
We're the same. We're the same thing. We're not any different.
No, we are the same.
We're the
except-
animals, man.
No, but finger banging is an evolution of the sex.
If there's like an evolution chart for fucking, it's just straight up fucking, and then at the end of that is like an erect penis with the shocker next to it.
All right, let's move back on to game talk.
The missing link is oral.
That's the Neanderthals. That's what links us all together.
Dude,
right.
blowjobs link us all
Yeah.
That's
together.
right.
Yep.
That's right.
Hello, Smithsonian. It's the ContinueCast again.
Did any of you guys get
We
to the
found
third?
it. I repeat, we found it.
Did any of you guys get to the third boss?
No.
No,
I
didn't
got
get
stuck
there
on
yet.
that ship.
Okay, that's the ship. The ship is right. You'll fight the third boss pretty
Okay.
quickly on the
Okay.
ship. Well, the ship has a shit ton of enemies on it.
Okay, well, like you're in that first area. Okay, I don't think we need to say spoiler on anything on this because
No, you
Yeah.
should.
We're just
you-
gonna.
look, here's the thing.
You turn the
Here's what
game
I've
on,
learned.
you're gonna beat it.
All the people that are listening to this have gotten further than us.
Yeah, by
Yes.
the time they're listening to the beginning of this, they should be at that thing.
Yeah.
So like you get to that the ship, and then what do? Like I killed all those guys, and like, what do you do?
I don't know. I didn't get there yet.
You keep going up.
Oh, up.
You go up on top of the ship. Have you
Get on
not
the
done that
mast?
yet?
No, I just started in that area, and it like
Did you flip the
loops down.
switch? Did you flip the switches?
Yeah, there's 2 switches. Oh, you
Yeah.
guys flip them a certain way,
You
and
flip
it
the
opens
top
that
one.
door.
Only the top one. You flip to the right,
Gotcha.
and then it opens the door.
Okay, and it opens the door. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
And then you'll be good.
this down.
And then you'll go fight. Then you'll go fight
let me
the
go do that real
easiest
quick.
boss. There's a boss,
Yeah,
quote unquote. It's not a boss.
you just finger bang.
So you finger bang the shit out of him. They're done.
He's dead. He just jizzes and he dies.
He's like, ah,
It's so
okay,
bad.
man, I'm dead.
It's so bad. In the second water temple, when you walked into the waterfall and you killed all those fish by making the water stop flowing in there and
Yeah.
they're flopping around. Did you guys kill the fish?
No, I didn't walk around and kill him.
I was like, fuck.
I'm not fighting this shit,
I killed them all and I was like, oh, I'm a sociopath now.
dude. Well,
Yo.
that's the completion. You gotta kill them all.
Yeah.
Come on.
So-
Yo, this game, right? Water level, notoriously terrible in
Yeah.
everything. This game is just like first level, not bad.
The worst part about it was you had to jump over that water. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Like every
Yeah,
level,
exactly.
every level is a water level in this game. Pretty
Right.
much,
That's
you
true.
know?
Yeah.
I liked how what they did with the spirits that you have to shoot their element with his
Yeah,
with
that's
this
how you
thing,
summon it.
and that's how you summon it. Because I didn't know that at first. Because at first that bitch just appeared because it was water everywhere.
Yeah.
and
And
you
then
just
I
hit it
dismissed her,
eventually.
and I was like, well, where the fuck did she go?
Yeah.
And then I figured it out.
And then you're like, oh, that's.
It took me a while to figure out what the fuck that little spewing butthole was in the second level.
Yeah, and then you're
I was
like,
like,
oh,
what?
that's for her.
Yeah, and then I figured it out
That's for my '90s aerobics
Smart.
instructor.
with the sweet.
I got a
movies.
feeling when you get like rock elemental, if that's a thing, it's just gonna be like everywhere. You just summon him
Yeah,
every 2
yeah.
seconds, just
Yeah,
shooting
just-
rocks everywhere.
Like, do you think the shadow one you'll summon by shooting a shadow or something?
yeah, I guess so.
The
yeah.
plant, you're definitely gonna shoot those little dead-looking plants.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
the Venus,
Venus
the
fly
Irish
trap.
flytraps.
Irish flytraps.
Oh, dude! Like when I came across those little critter guys, and they're having that campfire.
Yeah.
I was like looking down on them. I was like, "Oh, they're having a little playtime. That's really nice. I'm gonna fucking slaughter them right now." And now it makes sense why the campfire's there for the fire.
For the fire, so you can bring your fire elemental out.
Yep.
It's
pretty good.
And to
That's cool.
slaughter those guys.
Hey, look, I gotta say this game, it could be easily compared to Zelda. Obviously, it was a Zelda they were just like, oh, we need to make a Zelda game to compete.
Right.
But it differentiates itself in some ways.
Yeah.
A little bit of mana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got a little bit of mana.
magic
But I
You're
don't know
right.
which came first.
I don't know actually. Let's look it up.
Wasn't Secret Man in '94?
I think because look.
There's no way Secret of Mana and Final Fantasy
and Earthbound
6/3 came out in the same year.
and Earthbound
I got it.
and Super Metroid. There's no way if that came out in that year too, then that literally was the best year ever.
Dude, it might have.
That
Release
fucking
date
year.
1993.
Okay, well, still fucking amazing. So yeah, a little bit of mana. But it's definitely got that
That's
Streets of Rage vibe, which
Yeah.
is cool, and like I like the beat 'em up vibe too. I like that feel like that you see the enemy life and stuff like that. Like it's
Yeah,
a cool change.
there's something fulfilling about that. What I don't like about games like this, combos in games like this are like combos in real life.
Right.
You do like one or two, and you're like, I'm good for like ever.
Especially like pizza flavored ones.
Dude, yeah, like combos in games like this, just I don't like. You never get them right. Like they're just it's too primitive. Like the
thing
control.
But the thing is with this is if you just keep spamming your attack button,
yeah,
you'll kill whatever's in front of you.
yeah.
Like the only things that fuck that up are like because it's the thing like the first enemies are very easy except for like the snakes because you can't hit them with your sword. You have to kick to hurt
Right.
them and then and then they
yeah.
explode, which is weird.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know why they explode.
TNT snakes.
TNT snakes. The nefarious bastard with that silver arm thing
That's
going around
drama.
putting. Is that who he is?
What? No,
Is that Nebuchadnezzar? Is that the dude that has the like, silver armband?
I don't know. Who's
No,
got the
what
silver
his name?
one.
That's not what his name was.
I
But
don't know what his name is.
Jizzy Baba,
Jizzy Baba. Jizz Wizard.
Baba.
Jizz Whiz,
Jizz Whiz.
pizza flavor combos.
Do you guys want to talk about just some sound and music real quick? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a lot of-
There's like two things that I like. I thought the music was a lot of fun. It's really well done. I can't tell, but I think if you pause it, the music gets like quieter.
Yeah,
yeah, it does.
Where
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a cool little thing. That's
Yeah.
a cool little thing. And then
So,
there was
so you don't annoy the fuck out of your parents when
Yeah,
you pause
you're
it.
like-
yeah.
Like, you left that fucking game on for 3 hours.
I just had to listen to it over and over again. I'm trying to read goddamn Stephen King. The pause sounds like the life up sound from
Yeah.
Streets of Rage. Like when you eat an apple.
Yep.
It's like
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, dude.
And the death sounds when you kill guys, they go.
Yeah.
It's like one of the exact death noises from
That's
Streets
so
of Rage.
funny because all I wrote was like it sounds like life up or like a bite sound.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know what game that's from, but like as soon as you said Streets of Rage, I was like,
Streets
that's
of
what it's from.
Rage. Dude, and the death noises, the punch noises sound exactly like it.
Yeah.
Even when you hit them with your swords, it's
Yeah.
still a punch noise, and it sounds exactly like Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
I swear they just wholesale just took. I bet you. When did Streets of Rage 2 come out? Tell me it was 94.
Yeah.
Tell
Look
me
it
it was
up.
94.
I bet you it was
It's-
94.
Tell me
It's
that
not
shit.
Tell me.
uncommon to
to
reuse
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah,
assets.
no,
you
no.
know.
No, I'm not surprised by it.
So,
at all.
some of the sound effects were kind of terrible though, like the dog barking
yeah,
was pretty bad.
Yeah.
The water in the like the
annoying.
castle is just annoying
And how it
because
gets
it's
quieter.
everywhere.
It gets
and, like,
quieter when you pick up items and
Yeah.
stuff. It's weird. I don't want
Streets of Rage 91. Streets of Rage 2 is because they did Streets of Rage 2, not Streets of Rage 1.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't do one apparently. This house didn't develop one. didn't
Gosh,
develop
Streets of
two.
Rage 2 is
Or 1.
1992.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
so
wow.
I mean, I think they obviously maybe that's. I was wondering why the music was composed in '94, and I didn't know if that included like some of the sound
Maybe,
effects or
yeah.
something. You know,
Johnny, give me the punch. Can I hear a punch,
Can I get a
Johnny?
bunch- Cha, cha. That's just the same thing from Streets of Rage. We're gonna use
We're
it.
gonna use
We're on a
it.
budget. Just
Sounds
Yeah.
good though.
Good.
Gotta go.
Sounds good. It's a good punch.
Did you guys think that the sound when you're stopping, when you're running, sounded like the smoke monster?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Wow.
the taxi cab
I didn't even
noise.
think about
Dude,
that.
it reminds me of it's the taxi cab.
I heard that. We heard that shit in Philly the other day.
Dude,
We were
yeah.
walking and I heard it and I was like, "What the fuck was
Yeah,
that?"
for people that don't know, that when they made the smoke monster noise in Lost, one of the noises that they sampled into it was the sound of a taxi cab receipt printer
Yeah.
going.
So creepy.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Apparently from like 1946.
Yeah,
like the old time stock ticker. Like,
Yeah.
It's like an old timey check printer, you know, like when you like set the money and then you pull the lever. Fucking.
That's so
You
ridiculous.
guys ever play with one?
Definitely play
guys
one of
ever
those.
play- you guys ever play Bargain Hunter?
Well, like Nick Suda pointed out in the Shadowrun episode, what I noticed the most, because this is the first NES or Genesis game that we played, it's sound, like the sampling they use for the instruments, so inferior to the SNES.
It sounds cheap. It's loud.
Yeah.
It's just annoyingly a little bit louder than it should be.
Yeah.
It just, honestly, when I tried to like listen, I was like, oh, I know we always talk about the sound, so I'll listen to the music and shit. After 5 minutes, I was like, fuck it. Like, I put headphones on, I listen to fucking like something else, you know?
Oh, it's definitely a game that you turn the sound off of, because it's not that great. I mean, like, you liked it though, right?
I did. I liked the sound. I thought it was pretty good, but I do know what you're saying. Like, when we play like a SNES game, it always has a feeling of like nostalgia for me, and it's like, oh, I appreciate this. And then with Sega, I always feel like there's something like off about it, and something that doesn't like connect with me as much.
Yeah, racist.
And I don't know if it's the what?
It's racist.
Oh, dude,
racist against Sega.
Sega.
You Sega-ist.
Sega.
I love
Sega-ist.
Nintendos, but the 47% of you out there who bought a Sega Genesis.
Shit,
Political.
dude. Damn.
Well, I just think it sounds cheaper, like you're saying. Matthew Swinson wrote in and said it sounds like listening to harp seals being fed into a wood chipper.
Wow.
I wouldn't have said that, but yes.
That's a very specific noise that he is referencing. So perhaps we may look into
Serial killer
calling
is.
some federal officials on this guy.
Siri, pull up harp seal death.
Harp seal and wood chipper? Go fuck yourself.
He also wrote in and said, I also think this might be a Lannister simulator. Allie's father is a large, dark-haired, bearded man, and his mom is a fair-skinned blonde woman.
Yeah.
The seed is strong, brah.
Oh, damn.
I just liked it because it was a Game of Thrones reference.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
One thing I will say about the sound in this game that I don't really notice in a lot of other games from that area. You like, I played it, obviously, like I played it like regular, but like it's set up for stereo.
Yeah.
So when you move around, like the different sounds come out of like different speakers, which is really great. And I don't really see that in a lot of games anymore, or like from that era or anything. Like when you're in the castle, especially when you go from like one side where like the fountain is on the right hand side, you hear it in the right speaker, and then it switches to the left speaker when you go to the other side. Yeah. I think it's great, man. That's such a good like immersive thing.
Much more noticeable on a computer from 2012 than it was on a television
dude,
set.
I know, right?
Even if you had a stereo TV, like you didn't notice that shit because it's all the same box. It's one fucking box,
right. And everything was mono. Yeah,
everything was mono. Yeah,
But you got to imagine that a lot of kids, like I know that we had like a stereo system hooked up to the TV. That
we heard about it. Sega Channel.
Because I had Sega Channel. Because Sega Channel.
We got it. Sega Dad.
My replacement dad with the Sega Channel and the stereo system hooked up to it. But yes, we had a stereo system hooked up to it. So I got some surround sound.
Dude, you live in the dream, son.
Yeah.
You know when you did find it though is if you had your headset plugged in.
Yeah, that's true. And it had the headset butt.
That's what I mean.
Right
on the Genesis plugged in.
That's true. That's
the
true.
Little, the little switch,
the volume knob, dude.
Fucking analog volume knob.
Front loading VCR, programming, things to record.
Hey, maybe you want to rent some pay-per-view? Go to Paul's house. His family's just giving him all the good shit.
We had a hot box, so we had
guys.
free pay-per-view too.
Oh my god!
This kid
Had a fucking hot box?
Yeah, I can't play Sega because my parents want to record E.T. Entertainment.
You guys want to come over and watch WrestleMania 9 and then get into a fight and then have your friends be mad at you?
Stay up late and watch Skinamax.
Yeah.
Dude.
I shared the wealth, dude. I brought people over for wrestling.
Well, you do
match.
now anyway, even to this
Paul,
day.
did you watch a lot of Prism?
Oh hell yeah, dude! I watched Flyers on Prism.
Yeah,
man.
that's true. Yeah,
dude.
Prism.
Dude, if you're not from the Philadelphia area, you don't know what Prism is.
Prism was shit.
Was that a national channel?
I don't think so. Because
it was like Spectacor, wasn't it?
It was Prism, and then it became HBO eventually.
Well, Prism became Stars.
Oh, did it become Stars?
I believe.
Yeah.
Which is part of HBO, isn't it?
I don't know how that works.
No, Stars is its own thing.
Yeah, is it? Oh wait, I thought something came
HBO
with
was already around.
HBO 2.
Maybe, or you know what? I think it was just the channel. It was 16 was Prism, and then 16 became
Prism
HBO.
was a
That's
Philadelphia
what it was.
region in-home sports and movies 24-hour premium cable channel intended for cable customers in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania metropolitan area.
Which
we
went all the way
special.
up by me, where I grew up in Easton.
Yeah.
And probably farther.
In 1996, Comcast acquired the majority stake in Spectacor, Prism's former owner, to form Comcast Spectacor, which immediately bought the 76ers.
And became a supervillain.
Prism,
and then owned NBC.
Here's what's crazy. Prism was owned by Ed Snyder.
Yeah.
who own the Flyers,
Right.
who then bought Comcast Spectacor, and then bought the 76ers.
Yep.
And then created Comcast, which is now a fucking national, like one of the cable companies.
Dude,
Cable
Southern
Town.
Philly.
Cable Town Monopoly.
Dude, how funny is that? Like on 30 Rock, when they started making that like that Cable Town thing,
Yeah.
I was like, that's so funny. And like Jack is like, a cable company from Philadelphia is going to buy NBC.
Yep.
Dude, my wife and I went to Universal Studios, and we were walking around, and I was like, oh my god, fucking Comcast owns this shit right here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. And then when you see like Universal movie, and it's like a Comcast company, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
God, that's a lot
That
of money.
fucking giant ass skyscraper in the middle of
They're
Philadelphia.
the fucking Wayland Corp,
knows
man.
every dude.
Dude, Wayland Yutani is
Yeah.
secretly.
All right. Yeah, real talk.
Comcast.
This is a secret, right? All right. So my wife works at the art museum in
Wait,
Philadelphia.
should I not? Should we
No,
not
no.
be
Put
recording
this in. It's fun. It's,
Okay.
it's fun.
All right.
So she got invited to this party at the guy who owns Comcast. His daughter, like, invited Rebecca and like her, like the department to like a party at her house and stuff. And she just has like all this priceless like art and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
And like I was like, Rebecca, you gotta ask them about to keep 30 Rock on forever. Like next time you're over there, just ask them to keep Community on, please.
Please keep community on.
Yeah.
They have a say.
Yeah, they know, yes.
But dude, like Rebecca was saying, like their house is like crazy. Like,
Of course, man. They're like one of the biggest corporations.
dude,
now.
she has two houses.
Wealthy.
One in like you know like super like what's that like Route 1 area off of Route 1? Like
off
not,
Route 1.
not Ballackinwood, but like
off the main line.
yeah, the main line. She's like right around there,
right.
and then
They have,
another
like,
house in
Center
Center
City,
City.
right? Yeah, which is like
She has 2 row homes with like the wall gone in the middle.
Right.
So like a
an actual
a double
house.
wide,
Yeah.
like a double wide,
double wide, a Philly double
Really
wide.
double wide, and the house behind, like across
What?
the backyard.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy.
Is she
That's
gonna,
where
is
like
she gonna connect them one day?
dude, that's where like
There
they
probably
were having a
is a secret
party,
tunnel.
and that's where like dude, that's where like the help was like preparing the food in,
Whoa.
In the other
in
house.
house
Nick,
number 3,
Nick,
dude.
you can't call them the help.
Well, the people that were catering.
No,
No, they were
2012,
watching
we
the
made-
movie The Help.
They're watching the help.
We made that movie, so it's okay
Yeah.
now.
And she's like, "Oh, you see that movie we made? Let's watch it right now."
And then Olympia Dukakis was there.
Yeah,
Whatever that lady's name was.
no, but dude, fucking super juggernaut coming out of Philadelphia. That's crazy.
It's terrifying. We're gonna.
And then they
we're
bought
that-
Beyond Oasis.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up,
There it
bitches.
is, there it is.
Because they want us to talk about their game. So, Luke Brown, what are your initial feelings on this game?
I enjoy it. I honestly, going into it, I didn't realize it was an action style. It's kind of got like a Star Ocean, like Secret of Mana feel,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
they're not games I typically enjoy.
Yeah.
However, I like it. I'll
Cool.
continue.
Yeah, nice. Josh?
I agree with Luke. Games like this I never played really when I was a kid. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of stupid. It's I don't know. It's not that good. But I'll continue to
Well, you
for the
fucking
next
have to.
time. Yeah, I find it's like part of my fucking job. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of silly and dumb. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
fair.
know.
I'm actually going to keep going because going into it, I was kind of like, I don't know about this game. I don't really want to like devote all this time into this thing. And is it going to be worth it? But like, because everything is like pointed out and it tells you where to go,
Yeah.
and like you know, it's pretty easy to get around. It's easy. Like once you play the game for 5 minutes, you're like, all right, I know everything about this game. I can do anything. I was kind of like, oh, I understand this. It's familiar to me, so I'll keep playing it. And I actually enjoy it a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to keep going, and especially if it's only 6 hours, I'm excited to keep going. With it.
Yeah. I'm going in and out with it. At first, I was like, I don't really want to play this. Like, when I was
Yeah.
playing it at first, I was like, this is kind of not like that. And I felt that way every time I tried to play this game when I was younger. But as I got into it, I was like, all right, this is pretty fun. But then there's moments where, like, when I have to run all the way across the map again and fight
It's
the same
annoying.
dudes,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. But then ultimately, every time I get into like a dungeon, I'm like, this is actually really cool.
Yeah.
This game is
So-
Run Past Bad Guys, the video game.
Yeah.
Dude, seriously.
It's like, fuck this shit. Just go to the next screen.
I'm fighting you with my dagger.
Killed you like 6 times,
It's
man.
the original Resident Evil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Just
I
fuck
don't
it.
have enough bullets for this.
Yep.
Fuck you, zombies.
Sorry, I'm running.
I gotta find that fucking rooster key.
Yeah, but that shit didn't respawn though. In this name, like,
Yeah,
it respawned
yeah,
every
it's
stream.
true.
Every time.
Find that rooster key.
So we'll wrap it up for the week. One thing we got to do before we
Gotta thank our sponsor,
We gotta-
Comcast.
we got to thank our sponsor Comcast and Monster Energy.
Don't
They
shut
own-
us
they
down.
own- dude. Comcast owns Monster.
Dude, the
breaking,
day Comcast
breaking
owned
news.
Monster is the day I ask for a job at Comcast.
Dude, she could have got a job at Comcast, man.
Should.
Yeah.
There's just a monster
Cable
like
guy. I'm good with cable. I hooked up the cable at our old house when we had DirecTV by myself.
I stole
really?
Went
the
to Home
cable.
Depot and bought all the tools.
Oh, nice.
Because we had a. Here's what happened. We lived in a house in South Philly, and we had a single dish, and I wanted to make it like a double dish 2 DVR thing. So
Yeah.
then I like hooked up all the extra cables and drilled holes through the walls and
Oh,
like
shit, dude.
Dude,
Look
you
at
went
you, man.
crazy.
hooked up all this stuff, and I was like, man, it's a good thing I dropped out of college to become a fucking self-made cable man.
That's awesome, man. You should have made a side business. Like, yo, man, I'm really
No
good
way,
at
man. You
cable.
don't want to piss off the fucking cable guy union.
Yeah, they'll fucking kill you.
Oh,
They'll break
really?
your cable legs.
They'll break your cable legs.
My cable guy is
Yeah,
really
man.
nice, dude. He's
He
really
just
cool.
pretends
Yeah,
to
it's
be
because
nice.
they're all independent contractors.
Yeah.
And you got to buy your own shit. But I just
Yeah.
independent contracted my own shit without contracting them.
Dude, the guy who had our house before we lived there, that guy used to work for DirecTV, and he had DirecTV out the ass. Like, when I say every room in the house was like wired for DirecTV, every room in the house, kitchen,
Bathroom?
bathroom,
That's fucking crazy, man.
every
That's
bedroom,
ridiculous.
dude, all over the place. There were 3 satellite dishes on our roof.
Well,
What the hell?
One was a decoy for the CIA.
To keep out those Comcast
keep-
thoughts. Coming out the
One of them
Comcast
was
tower.
the shield generator for the Death Star,
Yep, that's true.
and the other one was probably
Forgot to blow it up.
Probably CIA,
Probably.
anti-CIA. Yeah.
You rebel scum.
Wait a minute. So does that mean that Comcast helped make Scott Pilgrim?
well.
I
don't think
they-
I think Scott Pilgrim came out before they. No, wait.
That was 2010, right?
Yeah, they came out.
Like, I know Oni Press and stuff still owns it, but I mean, Comcast helped make Scott Pilgrim. Because then I can't hate them so much for screwing up Thursday night comedy.
You can still hate them
Yeah,
for
you can still
all
hate
the
them for
things that they
that.
do.
All right.
They're
you know what?
very evil.
I'm not gonna hate
Cable
Comcast
town.
for that. I'm gonna hate stupid NBC because I think it's still some people in charge
Yeah.
of NBC fucking that shit up.
less
True.
Moonves.
No, that's CBS.
No. It's his fault, though, for all his fucking shitty 3-camera shows.
Yeah.
Dude, his show. I like legit forget that CBS is a channel because it's so like not
Until
on my
you
radar.
talk to an adult over 40.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they're like, oh my God.
NCIS, bitch.
I watch
Big
NCIS
Bang and, oh my
and
God.
the NCIS
And
Miami.
Two Broke Men and Two Broke whatever. You know, like
I'm not going to front. I watch Two Broke Girls.
is it good? Well, you watch it for Kat Dennings.
Yeah, I watch it for
Well,
Cat Dennings.
mainly
Worth
you
it.
watch it for Kat
Yeah.
Dennings. Sweet.
Totally
Who's
worth
from
it.
Philadelphia,
And-
also owned by Comcast.
Super vulgar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
really?
it?
Yeah, it
Oh, yeah.
is.
For a CBS show?
No, yeah, it's like
Okay, because we run like ads on for it, and it sounds terrible
it's not
from the
great.
commercials. Okay, I'll
But
take your word
it's-
for it. I'll take your word
It's
for it.
you'll take my word for it that it's not great.
Yes. Then I should watch it just for Kat Dennings.
Oh yeah.
Yo, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Luke and I were talking about Lizzie Kaplan the other day.
Yes.
Right.
Dude, do you know fucking Chandler Bing is dating her?
Who the hell's Chandler Bing?
What?
Matthew
Matthew
Perry.
Perry,
Already?
motherfucker.
Already?
What?
She just like got out of a relationship.
I don't know, dude. I saw some list on something.
Nah,
I
she-
mean,
she can't be dating that dude.
I don't know, man. I saw it on the internet. Internet don't lie.
That's true. Everything on the internet's
I'm
true.
gonna look it up. I'm gonna look
All
it
right,
up.
well, why are you doing
what?
that? Why are you doing
know what?
that?
Good for Chandler finally getting the girl.
Yeah. While
Huge upgrade over
While you're
Monica
doing that,
Geller.
we need to do something here. We need to read some 5-star reviews.
Let's read the reviews.
All right. So first one,
We read these off of iTunes.
we read these off of iTunes.
Yes.
If you want your review read, come and leave a review. We read the 5-star reviews. That's not saying you have to leave a 5-star review, but if you do, you'll probably be read on the air. So.
True.
So we're extorting you for it.
That's what that is.
So Dirty Buttholes 517 wrote,
Best name.
Wow, good job.
wrote
Yo.
better than Game Grumps, which whatever.
What do you say?
Whatever.
Better than or gayer than?
Probably gayer than.
Heyo.
Definitely gayer than.
Yo,
'Cause
you
we
know-
are gayer
You know
than-
who could solve the finger banging caveman thing? Dirty Butthole 57. or whatever.
517.
517. He could definitely settle that.
That's his
argument
area
for us.
code.
I'm gonna ask John and Aaron.
Dirty
to,
Butthole
we're
517.
gonna throw that one to John and Aaron and have them find that missing
Yeah,
link
they
for
need,
us.
to, they need to. Yeah.
Catherine Gates wrote, "Why is this podcast? Why this podcast?
Why is this podcast exist?
Why is this podcast is?
Why this podcast?
Why this podcast is good as balls?
Why,
Good
why Paul?
question, Am.
Why Paul's podcast?
Why Paul is leader?
Why not Paul Leader more?
Kelly Gilpatrick wrote in and wrote awesomeness.
I know. Him.
I think we might have read his review before.
Why Paul is leader?
Shockwave527 wrote in and said, to continue or not to continue, that is the question.
Shockwave.
Slayer 47. Wait, oh god, I lost my thing. Slayer
That's
478
dumb.
That's dumb. Needs more dumb.
Yeah, that's definitely dumb.
GTFO.
Slayer 478 wrote, eargasm every time.
Hey, thank you.
Benjamin McNully writes,
Irish as
show's
shit.
amazing.
You're amazing.
Yeah, that's very nice.
He said it's sponsored by the William T. Grant Foundation and Novo Nordisk.
Nice.
That guy listens to his
that
NPR.
NPR.
Yep.
Brian Frenette wrote, amazing. Says to keep up the great work. And that
Thanks.
we've earned a lifetime fan. Thanks,
Oh
Brian.
man, wow,
really
that
nice,
means
man.
a lot. Seriously, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Dude, I would love if Terry Gross came on the show.
Yeah,
That'd be
dude.
sweet. He would be. He would.
I would love if Terry Crews came on the
She'd
show.
be great.
Jerbot45 wrote, great podcast. And he said, P.S. Philly rocks.
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Philly rocks.
Philly.
Chris Person wrote Dark Meridian, 5 stars. So I don't know what that means,
All
but
right.
okay.
I think you just put a spell on us.
He was like, oh, Prime Meridian, my favorite longitude.
He wants us to get John Tron on at some
Whatever.
point.
Blood Meridian.
We could do that maybe.
We'll definitely get John Tron on at some
Yeah.
point. We've talked about that with him. Mitch Figs writes, awesome.
Thanks.
I thought not having the visual aspect would suck. I think I read this one before. I might have read all these before. Kevin Karras wrote, ContinueCast is my lifeblood. I may have read some of these before because, you know what? iTunes just does a really horrible job of putting them in order. Yes, Please 247 writes, super great show, fellas.
Super great comment. Thank you.
Anonymous List writes, worth your time. It is
your
worth my
comment.
That's nice.
Hey-o.
And he said it's the gold standard in gaming podcast.
Whoa.
Oh, all right. Well, prove it, internet.
Jesus.
Put us at number one.
Someone with HD, HDB, HDKF, like a bunch of letters, writes, seriously funny.
Oh, wow.
But he said that Josh should usurp Paul's power as leader of the ContinueShow.
I don't want that.
No, do take over.
All great
Hostile
leaders
takeover,
don't
bitch.
want to be leaders.
This is, you know how I know that I'm a confident leader, quote unquote, to this
Why
show?
not Paul
Because-
Leader
wait.
more?
Why Paul?
Why Paul Leader?
Why Paul Leader? You know how I'm confident though? Because I read that over the air. I'm not afraid to put those thoughts out into the
Put those
into the
thoughts
wild.
out there.
Yeah, man.
Crapix Cube wrote, "You guys rock."
Graphics cube.
That's so good.
That's great.
Zachary B wrote, "Funny and insightful," and he said, "You can't find a funnier group of guys in the cast and continue." Plus Luke. Other Boston Sean, for the record.
Other
He's-
Boston
he,
Sean.
He doesn't know who
That's
this
really
Boston
funny.
Sean fella is, but he thinks he's not the only guy in Boston named Sean. The Taste of City podcast, though, Sean, maybe we can meet up at Prue's GameStop and talk about how much better games were in the 80s and 90s.
That's like some Boston ass
Dude,
shit. I
that's
know
some
nothing
Boston
about that
stuff,
shit.
man.
Fucking deep Boston
That's
shit
that's
right
like
there.
Southie shit.
Dude, they hear that and they're like, man, fuck South.
Just
Why
put
are you
on,
equating it to us, man?
they put on fucking Goodwill Hunting and then just like Southie out.
Yeah, Southie out. The Fourth Stooge wrote in and said, "This is the epitome of epic maneuvers."
Oh man.
Jared Hutchins wrote, "This podcast is Annie's boobs."
Oh,
Annie's boobs.
there
I
we
love a good
go.
community
Nice.
reference.
Good.
Phantasm Angel wrote, "Classic game reviews without condescending host. It's more likely than you think."
Huh.
That's good.
And Romulus wrote, "Hilarious, 5 stars."
What about
We got
Remus?
some work to do then if we're not condescending.
We gotta get on the condescending.
Yeah, we gotta
tip,
get
without a
it.
doubt.
Get more kind of
Did
stuff.
somebody else say we're streets ahead?
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
straight ahead
That's
comment.
good, yeah.
But thanks, guys, for those 5-star reviews. There are still more, and we'll keep reading them every week or every other week as we do the show. So thanks for writing those in. And if you have some time, leave us a review and a comment on iTunes because it actually helps us out a lot. It helps us raise in the rankings. And whenever we've called you guys out to help us out and get this thing raised up in the iTunes rankings, you guys have shown up and done it.
It's true.
Every week that you do it, or every episode that you do it, is amazing for us, and it helps grow this audience and helps us make better content for
We
you guys.
love
We
you.
love you.
And if you listen to the whole thing and you're on YouTube, the secret phrase
Finger
is-
queef.
No.
Finger
Damn
queef.
it.
That's Josh's.
That's Josh's one. I was going to say, why Paul is leader?
I'm gonna say White Elves be tripping.
What else?
What else be tripping?
Wow. All right.
Nice.
Well, my secret phase is Channing Tatum is the world's sexiest man.
That's-
Dude, he
Oh,
is, man.
shit.
Yo, he
He
is. Bradley Cooper's out.
Fuck Bradley Cooper.
Later.
What?
Dude, John Hamm.
Yeah.
He's too old. He's too old though. He's too old.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the problem. Channing Tatum got him because he's young.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper, man. I've looked into those eyes.
Well, he's a Philly boy now.
Yeah, dude, he's handsome as shit.
Did you know that movie that he's in takes place in Ridley Park, which
Yeah,
is
dude,
where
they
my
shot
work
it here.
is?
They shot it here, yeah. They shot it like a diner there. Like,
Dude,
Yeah.
She's so hot in that movie.
Dude.
Oh, Jennifer Lawrence, yeah.
God,
Dude.
she's got that smoker's voice. I just want to like smoke cigarettes with her and drink Monster all
She's got
night.
that smoker's body.
I just want to
Smoker's
smoke a cigarette like while I'm fucking her.
I just want to play the video games that Continue plays while smoking cigarettes and drinking Monster
And
doing
doing
other sponsory things.
while I'm on my iPod. My iPod. What year is this? 2002.
Well, guys, thanks for listening to another episode of the ContinueCast, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of the ContinueCast. I'm Nick.
I'm Paul.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Luke.
All right, today we are going to be talking about some great stuff on the TangentCast. But if you tune in next Sunday, we'll have a bonus TangentCast episode that'll go up on the off weeks that our ContinueCast is not posting. So next week, TangentCast about something awesome. This week's TangentCast is, this is sent to us on Twitter from
Les
Woo.
Woo
Les Woo. What's his Twitter name?
at The Way I Get By.
At The Way I Get By. He says, what did he say?
He said, after watching today's episode of Continue, which was the Aladdin episode, I present to you a conundrum, and he sent a pic of a mermaid, regular mermaid.
Two mermaids.
One regular mermaid, top half human, bottom half fish guts, and the other one fish head and pussy mermaid.
Yeah, so like lower half.
Because there's
human.
no legs or anything, just pussy.
Just a big old pussy.
No, there's legs.
No, there's legs.
Legs and vagina.
Daryl Hannah. I
Yeah.
take it. I go Daryl
Yeah,
Hannah.
dude.
All right, so Luke, which do you go with?
Daryl Hannah.
Which
You're
one's
on an
that?
island, and both of these swim up, and they're like, "Oh, Luke, we want to do."
Yeah.
And then the other one's
fish
like,
head one can speak English.
No,
so
the,
she's like,
the splash version.
so like
Yeah,
woman top,
woman top,
fish bottom.
Yeah, dude, agreed splash version.
Okay, for what? Why though?
Because, what do you mean, why?
Because you can't get a boner to a fish head.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's true. I don't care how, like, the move their little fish
Yeah.
with their mouth. Like, I can't do it.
The
I
vagina.
can't do
yeah.
it. No, and I don't even think Daryl Hannah's that hot, but I would.
Dude,
You would still do it if it was Daryl Hannah?
I love Splash. I was obsessed with
No,
that movie.
Splash
But
is-
is there a fishy vagina that you can put your penis in?
P.S. Also, Ariel.
yes.
Like, you wouldn't have sex with
No,
Ariel.
I'm not playing counterpoint to this. I'm
No,
a
I'm
boob
not-
dude. I
I'm not
agree with you,
saying-
man. I agree
I'm not
with
saying you
booby
are
top.
counterpoint. I'm throwing this out
There's
to
a
the
lot
web.
more holes than just the fish vagina hole.
It's true.
Yeah, but I don't think
and
I-
I'm definitely not worried about having any mutant freak fish babies.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'll
Because
fuck a fish.
if a
I
mermaid
mean,
is
imagine,
a
that's
fish,
true.
imagine that first day of school.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to imagine
You got
that
to
if-
bring that kid.
You got to
Yeah.
imagine that if you have sex with the one with the human legs, the vagina is a working human vagina and thus can take a human seed into it.
Right.
If you have sex with
I don't
the
think
fish-
you know how genetics
No.
works.
But if you have sex with the fishy vagina,
Right.
then it will not be able to accept your human seed.
Well, they
and
don't
thus
have
you will not have a
vaginas.
child.
That's like the permanent pill.
They don't
like that's
have
like
vaginas.
fish have vaginas.
Whatever they
No,
have.
fish crap out eggs and then the
And
men
then
jizz on the
seminate
eggs.
So
All
just
right.
don't jizz in the water.
We'll do that.
So just don't jizz in the water.
Yeah, otherwise they're mammals. Then they're not fish anymore.
We'll do that then. We'll jizz
Well,
on the eggs.
It is half mammal. Sort of.
Not if it's got fish bottoms.
Some weird hybrid.
Like-
I think I would definitely go with like lady up top,
Yeah.
fish on the bottom. But I don't think I would do any kind of sexing with like fish.
Either of them?
Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't want to do like.
You're on an island.
I
And
don't
it
want
gets
to do.
boring.
I don't want to do
So-
fish vagina stuff.
So would you
with-
just take
with
like a
that.
blowy from it?
Yeah, I mean that'd be great.
Well, you wouldn't give back?
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
no way, man. On a fish bottom?
There's nothing to give back on a fish bottom.
Nick, you don't like sushi, so you're not
no,
doing that.
no, dude. I'm like
Oh,
picturing
touche.
this scenario in my head, and I'm looking at both of them, and I'm just like, both are so not appealing right now. But if I had to choose one, it'd be lady up top.
I would bank on the fact that maybe there's some Little Mermaid rules in effect, and once the Splash,
Oh,
and
that's
once the
good.
human gets on the land, it turns into legs.
That's,
So you're going to go with top half lady as well?
Yeah, top
Yeah,
half lady.
yeah.
Faux
I
show.
don't like. Look, I think this question, like, it's a great question and something you got. It's a very difficult decision.
No,
Something
it's
everyone
not.
has to think
In
about.
a way, it is because well, I mean, like, what the hell are you gonna do with that bottom half of the fish? What are you gonna do with
Nothing,
it?
dude. You just-
So you can't have sex with it. What if you have to have sex with
Look,
it?
Then
I
I
am.
choose none.
That's not an
You
option.
choose
do
to
that. It's not an
abstain.
option.
You choose to abstain.
There's
Get
no
the hell
abstain.
up.
There's no abstaining.
Am I the only one who
So wait, you
would
got-
think about fucking a fish bottom?
I think so. I would not want to fuck a
What? But
fish
there's
bottom.
nothing to fuck.
There's a
All
hole
right.
there somewhere.
All right.
This is scaly and gross.
20 years ago, people weren't fucking boobs, but now in porno, that's all you
people were
have.
fucking boobs 20 years ago.
Cavemen fucked boobs.
Caveman fucked boobs. That definitely
And
happened.
finger bang. I'm sticking with
They
this
did
shit.
not finger bang. You
I'm
can't
thinking
finger
more
bang
of like
fish.
a long-term thing. You know, I could have a conversation with like lady up top, but like fish
Yeah.
on top, you can't have a conversation with that.
You
What the
can.
fuck?
You
What
said it could talk.
What are they going to talk to you about?
Whatever.
Well, today I got a hook
Under the
stuck
ocean.
in my gills.
gills,
Don't you
suck
hate breathing
Are you
air?
talking about if you've human top fish, or if you're talking? Are you talking about human top talking to you about things?
Yeah.
No, he's talking about.
See, the nice
yeah.
thing,
Dude, with human top, be like, look, I played a trick on these sailors one time. I like made them come in the water and I
Yeah.
drowned a couple. It was pretty funny.
It was awesome.
But like fish bottom or fish top can't do that.
Yeah, fish top's like I got stuck in a net once and
Well,
it
if you wanna
sucked.
be-
I'm not a very good swimmer because I have human legs.
if you want to be like a male chauvinist, you could be like, well, I can bang the fish top one and won't talk back to me. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
It's
I
fucking
guess if
lame.
you're
I
into
wouldn't
that.
say that
Yeah.
ever. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying you could.
Yeah,
you
but there's
could-
no boobs, man. All about boobs.
I know I'm a boob man myself as
yeah.
well.
All right,
Although
I
do
would-
I do like a nice ass.
I would
Yeah.
I would go
Yeah.
I would go human bottom if dad ass was like huge.
Slam it. Like what
Like
if
a
that
huge
ass, what if that
donkey
ass was
ass.
like
What if it was like Rihanna ass? Like
Oh,
Rihanna,
man.
dude, fish Rihanna. All right,
Hang-
here's the fucking game changer.
Uh-oh.
Fish Rihanna comes up, right?
fish Rihanna
Okay.
ass? Comes
Fish
up.
Rihanna ass, fish Rihanna top.
Oh,
Oh,
but then
Fish
that's
Rihanna
like,
top.
no, what?
Fish
She has no
Rihanna top.
boobs.
Can I bring
She
a
has no
ha-
boobs.
This kid's gonna fucking flip flop right
Can
here.
I bring a hatchet on the island?
No,
Because then
what are
you
gonna-
do
you're going
both.
together.
Are you gonna fucking bang the dead half of a fish?
They won't be dead.
If you chop it in half, it will be.
If it's Rihanna's ass, you go with ass.
Yeah, because the
can't.
top half isn't that impressive.
No,
Whoa.
she's amazing.
She doesn't have boobs.
She does.
I'm pretty
Not
sure
really.
she's a girl.
She's got super tiny boobs. I think she's got like
No,
I think she's
Keira
super
Knightley has
flat-chested.
super tiny boobs.
Yeah.
Rihanna does not have little boobies.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
the
what
chick
her
from
boobs look
Girl with
like.
the Dragon Tattoo has tiny boobs.
Yeah.
I liked her.
Rooney
boobs,
Mara.
though.
So do I. I'm not talking about the other one.
Oh, Nomi
Noomi
Rapace.
Rapace?
Yeah, yeah.
I really wish we had a woman on the show because I'd like to hear what their thoughts would be on.
On
male.
male.
I wouldn't.
I really want to know.
Well, they should.
Oh, dude, manfish? That's a good question.
If it's John Hamm,
anything.
bottom.
I've seen those pictures of his
Yeah.
shorts.
I saw those dick pics.
I saw that John Hamm dick. I'd still probably
That's
go top,
weird.
like dude top.
Yeah, man, because it's all about you're lonely. You're gonna have to talk to this fucking dude or
Because we could
woman.
be bros. You know what I mean?
You would be.
Like if you had to hang out with the fish.
Well, I don't like going
Like,
in the
pick
water.
the top
Yeah,
half
if I,
human, yeah.
yeah. It was like I'm like, oh man, I really don't want to go in the water. He'd be like, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, I'll just breathe in your
I'll
mouth.
just bring you some fish to eat. I'll bring you
my
my people to eat. I'm like, I don't like fish though.
Do you want top half human or bottom half human?
Thank you for listening to the ContinueCast. Our theme music is written and performed by Chris Connolly, aka DataCats. Check out his Facebook page at facebook.com/DJCats8bit. The ContinueCast is produced by Paul Ritchey, Nick Murphy, Josh Henderson, and our special guest, Luke Brown. Email us at continuepodcast@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/ContinueShow, and follow us on Twitter at ContinueShow.